Man, I miss Ziyech. I miss him so much. Hey guys, welcome back to the other side of the coin. I've been doing quite a lot of lives lately. I thought, mix it up a little bit with an independent video. And obviously we've got the Wolves versus Chelsea match. So here we go. We've got the preview here. And honestly, it's so difficult to keep up with all these matches. I can only imagine, what it is, what it feels like for the players out there. As a content maker, it's just one after another, video after video, because there's just so much happening. But it is what it is. It is that time of the season where there's so many games happening in such a short period of time. But guys, let's get straight into this preview. But before we do anything of that manner, I want to take this opportunity to ask each and every single one of you guys to smash that like button. If you enjoy my video, hit that like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe and hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. So guys, let's get straight into it now. Let's talk a little bit about Wolves. Wolves, they've had 2 losses in a row. They lost against Liverpool. They lost against Aston Villa just recently. They haven't scored either. So it's been, goalless losses as well. So since Jimenez has been injured, they've been really finding it a bit difficult to score goals. And this is a bit of an issue for them. Nonetheless, though, they still have some absolutely dynamic players. I've watched a few Wolves games this season. And honestly, the player that kind of catches my eye a little bit is Daniel Prudence. I've watched a couple of the matches, and I know this is a bit of a stretch what I'm about to say, but some of his movements, the way he sort of cuts in, cuts out, just the way he moves, runs, it's very reminiscent of Eden Hazard. Like, it's very Eden Hazard-esque. Like, obviously, he's not that level of a player, but, that movement sort of reminds me of that quick-footed, just very light on the feet. He's a very dangerous player. He's going to be one of the threats up against us in this upcoming match. The other one is Pedro Neto, another fantastic player. And of course, Adama Traore, a beast, a tank, his pace, his power, it's unbelievable. So overall, look, I think they're going to struggle to score against our back line with obviously no Jimenez in their starting lineup. But overall, they still have the threat. And as I said, 2 losses in a row. They're going to play at home. They're going to want to bounce back at their home ground. And this is going to be a tough match. Last 2 meetings we've had with Wolves, we've put them away just before the season started, just after the restart. There was a crucial game in the last match of the season for last season, and we won that 2-0 against them. And early in the season, last season, we put them away. I think it was 5-1 or 5-2, something like that. So last couple of meetings, we've done very well. And overall, our history against Wolves is pretty good. But that's a little bit about Wolves. I think overall, they're going to be a very decent, competition for us in this particular match. But I still think we have enough in our tank to get past them. Now, let's talk a little bit about us. In Frank's press conference, he talked about Christian Pulisic. So I want to talk a little bit about Pulisic here. I'm a bit lost as to what's going on with his injury. I feel like this injury just doesn't seem to get away. I'm a bit worried. Should he start? Should he not start? Frank kind of said that he's definitely in the squad, but he's not sure if he's going to start or not. I'm not sure if he should be starting. He missed out on our match, the last one against Everton, because of injury issues. And this player, I just hope that somewhere along the line, he can shrug this off and really start putting a season together. Even 4 or 5 matches together. I can't remember the last time he played 4 or 5 matches. Maybe in the restart last season, post the lockdown, he might have put a few games together. Obviously, then he got injured in the FA Cup. But this is a bit of a question mark for us in regards to what's happening in our team. Christian Pulisic, we definitely need him. We don't have Ziyech. We don't have Hudson-Odoi, especially Ziyech. I truly miss him. I'm a bit worried off the back of that match against Everton where, I'm upset with the loss. But what really sort of got me going was the fact that we didn't create. There wasn't enough creativity, open play sort of, opportunities. We've had a couple of opportunities through set pieces, one from Mason Mount that hit the post, another one from Reece James that hit the post. There was one Reece James cross that was a bit of a chance for Giroud late on. But besides that, I don't think there was any other clear-cut chances, open play chances against Everton. Yes, Everton were very, very strong defensively, compact, very, structured in their defense. But, it bothered me the fact that, players like Havertz or even Kovacic, Mason Mount, they just couldn't find that, that edge, that clinical pass. Even Chilwell and Reece James sort of helping out in the wings area just couldn't deliver that for us. So that's a bit of a worry for me against Wolves, because once again, there's no Ziyech. And if you'd seen the intro of this particular video, I was saying that I miss Ziyech, 100% miss Ziyech. I think we're starting to realize that Hakim Ziyech is by far one of the most important attacking players in this team. His distribution is so important to us. Even on an off day for Hakim Ziyech, he still comes out with at least, one or two key passes that should lead to a goal. So, his injury is very bothersome to me. And hopefully, with Pulisic, with some sort of match, performance that he hopefully he gets against Wolves will be very crucial for us. Because if we don't even have Pulisic, then there goes all sorts of creativity. So hopefully Pulisic plays and gives us that creative, push that Ziyech is missing. So that's a bit about that. Then there's a whole topic about Kai Havertz. The social media is going absolutely bonkers at the moment with Kai Havertz and how he wasn't that great against Everton, playing in the wings. And there's a whole heap of talk now, does Frank Lampard change formation? Should he sort of look at the players that are available and sort of come up with a structure that's suited to them? Personally, I mean, we can talk about all this all day long, but I don't think Frank's going to change the formation, because he's gone through a 17-match unbeaten streak playing the kind of football that he's been playing, which is 4-3-3 predominantly. I don't think all of a sudden he now changes. And changing formation, it can't be just done like that. It takes time in training. It takes a lot of gelling. You can't just simply change the formation and expect, a lot of people are talking about, let's play the diamond and have, two up front with Timo Werner and Tammy Abraham and Kai Havertz in number 10. It's fine and it sounds fantastic and it probably could work, but have they trained on that? And you can't just train one session and expect it to all work in a particular game, because not that long ago, Ziyech was there and they were still playing 4-3-3. So a week, literally a week from, maybe just a bit more than a week from the Leeds game to now, it's not enough time to tinker around with formation and play something different. A lot of people are talking about play three at the back, play with wing backs. We don't have wingers, play wing backs. Once again, yes, we've played it previously, but this hasn't been played. You look at some of the top teams out there, they don't generally just go out there and change formations. And I don't think we should be doing that either. Look at Liverpool. If someone's injured, they find someone to fill in and still maintain that formation. Same with Manchester City. They find someone to just continue on. We need to do the same thing. I know Wolves have recently changed their formation. They used to play with 3 at the back, but in recent times, they've now switched to 4 at the back, sometimes playing 4-3-3, sometimes, 4-2-3-1, whatever the case is. But they're just trying something different, because they've probably played the 3 at the back far too long. And now I don't know whether other teams are sort of finding them out and they want to evolve. So guys, in regards to formation change, I don't think that's happening. So that's a little bit about what's going on within Chelsea community. Now, what I want to talk about is my lineup for Wolves game. Mendy, Reece James, Thiago Silva, Zuma, Chilwell. That's it. So there's no reason to even ponder around that. Kante said as well in the lone DM, I'm going with a 4-3-3. I'm not going for any formational change here, because I don't think Frank's going to do that. In the right centre mid, the only thing I would do in a variation, and I don't think this will happen, but I feel like, this could potentially be an option, is Kai Havertz in the right centre mid, Mason Mount in the left centre mid, and Angerin as the right wing or left wing, whatever the case is. A lot of people are against this. They don't think Angerin is ready, but I would actually put him there because I thought he was fantastic against Krasnodar. I know Wolves are a far better team than Krasnodar, but at least give Angerin an opportunity so Kai Havertz can play in the middle, in midfield, and have that middle sort of space to work with where he's far more potent. But I don't think this is going to happen. So basically what I'm going to go with is Kovacic, Mason Mount, Kante, Kai Havertz in right wing. I know he hasn't been that great, but I don't think Frank's going to change that. He's going to allow Kai Havertz to do that. The only thing that I want to see Kai Havertz do a bit more, if he does get that opportunity in the right wing again, is I want him to cut in just the way Ziyech does. I want to see that cut in. He's got that left foot. He's got that very natural left foot. I would love him to stay wide, cut in, and use that left foot and find deliveries. I know he's not going to find it like Ziyech, but at least use that, you know, weapon that he has. On the left side, Timo Werner, and up front, either or, Giroud or Tammy. I would continue with Giroud. I know a lot of people have been saying Tammy, it doesn't really matter. Giroud just played a couple of days ago, so I'll probably give Tammy a chance over here. So that's my team. Mendy, Reece James, Thiago Silva, Zuma, Ben Chilwell, Kante, Kovacic, Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, Timo Werner, and Giroud or Tammy, probably Tammy. And I'm going for a narrow victory here because I still think this could be a bit of an issue for us this particular game. But I'm going for 2-1. Hopefully we get that victory. Guys, let me know what your thoughts are about this whole game. The Christian Pulisic matter as well. The Kai Havertz situation. How much do we miss Ziyech? Please comment below what you think about this particular match and how we're going to do against Wolves. Please leave your score prediction and your lineup as well if you'd like to. And yeah, guys, if you've enjoyed this video, smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe and hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, see ya.